Welcome back, everybody. Hello, it's me, Neon.
Things are cold.
Am I the asshole for ghosting my friend after her wedding? My friend Daisy and I have been friends for 10 years. Daisy asked me to be her maid of honor. Originally, Daisy told me her wedding would be child-free, which, although surprised me and upset me a little, as I have a toddler who she claims to be auntie to, I was totally okay with, as it was her wedding and her choice. Later down the track, however, she told me only family children would be there. Why would she call herself an aunt to my child if she wasn't going to treat him like family? She also told me my partner Tom was not welcome at the wedding, while other guests and bridal party members could bring their own +1s. When I explained to her why this was upsetting, she gave excuses, saying her partner Ben doesn't like Tom. I could probably count on one hand how many times they've hung out. My child is too young, although by 15 months he had already attended 2 weddings with no issues, and if they were both to come, Tom wouldn't be able to handle taking care of my child for the night, so I could enjoy the festivities with Daisy. My partner is a great father, at just 24, and has made many sacrifices for the two of us. He is more than capable of caring for our toddler for a half-hour ceremony and being the primary carer for a couple of hours of a party. This conversation all happened through text. I wasn't asking for special treatment, just the same treatment as all the other guests. I felt she completely disrespected my family saying these things, and then expecting me to be supportive of her big day, creating a family of her own. I could have let slide she didn't want my child there, but once she started bad-mouthing Tom, everything else was just icing on the cake. I'll also add, during Daisy and Ben's relationship, when out clubbing, Daisy would more often than not kiss other men, which Ben is completely ignorant of. This continued even when they became engaged, and Daisy would admit she felt guilty about it, but would continue to do it anyway. I decided to just try and let go of the situation and move on, get the wedding over with, although at this point, I no longer wanted to attend. But I wasn't going to ruin my best friend's wedding. When we next met in person, she blamed the whole situation on Ben. But if she didn't mean the things she texted, why would she have sent them? She had plenty of time to think things through while typing and before sending anything at all. Also, for a bit of context, Ben has never made any effort to get to know any of Daisy's friends, would decline any invitations to join us on outings because he didn't like her friends or was too tired from his retail job. Whereas Tom, who usually does 10 to 12-hour shifts, would join us after finishing work at 10 p.m. Ben decided once I became a mother that he suddenly liked me because now I'm mature, but apparently that doesn't apply to Tom and fatherhood. Come the wedding, I couldn't get over what was said about my family. There was also a child there a couple months younger than my own. I did everything necessary with a smile. Even danced with her for one song, and the wedding was a great success, and I left with the first guests to leave. After which, I didn't contact Daisy for the next 2 months, in which time she only contacted me once, which I left on red. Today, she announced her pregnancy online. Ironically, about a month or so before Daisy's wedding, I found out I was expecting a second child. I'm due a month before Daisy. She is unaware of this. We had always talked about having families and children together over the 10 years we've known each other, and how fun it would be for our children to grow up as friends just like us. This was literally our dream. The emotional TikToks you see of best friends finding out they're expecting together. But now, it's just upsetting. Tom, bless him, convinced me to reach out, which has led to us talking, but I have no intention of getting close to Daisy or sharing my pregnancy with her. I'm just not comfortable knowing she wouldn't be happy for my family. She doesn't even like my family. There is so much more I could say, but I feel this is already a long read. Am I the asshole? Should I just get over it and continue our friendship, or am I right to feel betrayed and keep my distance? This isn't an easy decision, as during my motherhood journey, my friends all faded out, as I was the first to have a baby, which sadly is such a normal thing for women. Note, no real names have been used. The first thing I need to do here is look into the comments. Clearly she doesn't value or respect you. You've grown apart. It happens regularly. Daisy is just an old friend now. Move on. Focus on your family. With 2 kids, you'll be very busy and won't even have time to deal with her drama. Your kids will have plenty of friends. They don't need Daisy's children to grow up with. Keep your pregnancy private and send her a birth announcement right before she's due. People grow apart. They form different interests, have their own families and their own lives. Keep the friendship on the back burner. But you need to start living your own life. Friends for 10 years, yet your child and husband weren't invited to your so-called friend's wedding. Go low contact with her. She's playing stupid games and doesn't respect your family. Don't attend her baby shower. Don't send a gift. Don't congratulate her. Just stay silent and watch her reaction. Clearly she won't be happy to hear you are having a baby a month before her and taking away her spotlight and moment. She's toxic and not a good friend. Honestly, I wouldn't have attended the wedding and much less danced with her. You're right and in your right. Cut this false friend off and move on. Not inviting your child is fine, even if she calls herself auntie. The potential amount of children she'd have to invite because she's friends with their parents, etc., and everything else is just a slap in the face, to be honest, and sounds like a one-sided friendship. Bounce. She's no friend of yours, your marriage, or your fam. Sorry. But congrats on the pregnancy! If you ask if you should continue this friendship, I'm really sorry, but friends do not treat each other this way. If my friend would do this to me, I kick her to the curb. She treated you and your family like trash regards to the wedding, and you can find out about the baby online? What friend does that? I would not want that kind of friend in my life or my family. Sometimes friendships do fade out, but maybe you can reach out to those you possibly want back in your life. Time and life changes. You will get new people in your life when your little ones go to daycare or school and stuff. Some people just don't deserve a place in your heart, life, and family. Okay, I have things to say. Point number 1. It is her wedding. Technically, she can have whoever she wants there and not have whoever she doesn't want there. It's her wedding. It's a joint day for her and her new or about to be husband. Where I'm coming from, any entitlement from anybody else kind of doesn't matter. However, unless there are actual issues in bringing along Tom and baby, for them to sort of sit in the sidelines near the back and be like, congratulations. Keep baby quiet, keep baby cared for. Hey, hope you're having a good time. Enjoy time with your maid of honor and my wife. I hope you have a great day. So wonderful. There's no real issue with that. Again, unless there is a bigger problem we don't see. When I'm reading through your post, the way you have written this, OP, I get a vibe. I do get a vibe, and that is, it's the vibe of a mother whose children are perfect, and how dare you not want my babies here. It comes across that way a little bit. I'm not saying that that's what you're saying. I'm saying that it's kind of in there a little bit, you know what It doesn't read very well. It reads with that attitude. Now, granted, when you're writing this, you're hurt. There's going to be a degree of that, no matter what you do. But it comes off a little bit as though you are butthurt and writing this in a butthurt way. Just wanted to mention that because it can be seen. When we get into it, she's using all the excuses of husband this, husband that. By the sounds of things, her husband was never interested in any of you. Is he controlling who she can be friends with going forward? Maybe he's influencing, I don't know. Some people do. Particularly possessive guys can do that quite a lot. There are people whose entire culture among friendships and so on, and they all do it to each other, is to be controlling, possessive, or we're gonna, oust these people from the group, or we don't like them anymore, and all this kind of stuff, for literally no reason other than they're not cool enough, or mild differences in opinion, and so on. Some people are just not very nice people. I have a thought, though. You mentioned that she was out kissing all the boys while clubbing during the relationship and the engagement relationship. Is there a point that she's hiding from you where she was getting a little bit too close to Tom, possibly? Is she actively embarrassed or worried about having your husband there, specifically because of anything that's ever gone on between the two of them? It's a worry. I would be a little bit concerned about that angle myself. Again, I could just be saying things that don't exist. Don't take it too much too hard. Please do not take that too much too hard. But it's a little bit unusual, Now, when we get to the description of the wedding itself, you're noting all these other little kids, even younger ones than yours. So, maybe immediate family have twisted her arm on having to bring their kids, and she's conceded the point, but really wanted it to be as child-free as possible. Therefore is excluding any child that she can get away with excluding. Again, her wedding, her choice. I have to admit, I'm getting the feeling, coming from my perspective, that you're taking a lot of this extremely personally when it isn't necessarily as bad as you feel it is. This is the kind of thing where you just have a mature sit-down conversation with each other. Like, go grab a coffee, sit down together, somewhere public, but quiet enough for you to have a private conversation. And talk this out like adults. Get to the bottom of what's hurting you. Have her get to the bottom of why she went there. Find all the reasoning. There is a high likelihood that you're going to be laughing this off after an hour of this conversation and going, oh my goodness, we're so stupid. Why? Oh, how did we get... And so on. Or you'll get to the end of it, someone will have thrown a coffee over the other person and stormed out, leaving them with the bill, and you never speak to each other again because you find out something horrendous, or you don't communicate well at all, and it goes straight down the drain. I'm really not sure if anyone's the asshole here. The comments have been very, very heavily skewed against her. Everyone taking your side here, other than me right now, unless I'm, actually making comments on it. Neither of you are the asshole, but neither of you are not the asshole. Look, you're both to blame. You, OP, and Daisy, friend, are having a problem here. Maybe Ben's partly the asshole. I don't think Tom's got anything to do with this, maybe, unless he is keeping secrets, but I really doubt it, honestly, from the information I have from you. Unless you're the only completely oblivious party to what's been going on between everyone else. You're all a little bit the asshole. You've all got to figure out what's going on. There's no clear cut, this person's horrible, cut them from your life, or anything like that, yet, unless something else comes to light in conversations later down the line. But turns out her baby's Tom's baby. Yeah, well... there you have it. I would very much appreciate the comments from the rest of you guys. If you have anything more to add it down there. Tell me your versions of events, and outcomes and so on, and opinions and whatnot. As well as that, usual links. Gift ideas are coming into the Etsy store. So please do go check us out if you want to go get some stuff for Christmas. You're running out of time. Thank you for being awesome. I'll see you soon.
Subscribe.